what's up guys? Chili from O-Town here with you again. I was getting ready to do a quick session. It won't be long because I am really, I've already got dressed, I've already ate supper, and was letting my dogs out to take one last bathroom uh, break before I left. But I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of a practice session. Just a little bit of a stream. It won't be long. But I'm going to do a $25 ATS and a $10 pass line. And go ahead and let me do something right here. Let me refresh that. Alright, so now it should be good. Alright, so yep, so here we go. 3, 2, 3, 6 on the set. Nice, you're out. Alright, we got a 6-1 come out 7. Come out 7, 6-1. Starting out just like that crap did last night. That's a frontline winner, but it cost 15 to ante back up for ATS. So that's back up. So here we go. See if we can't get that. I just want to get a few practice throws in. This is the first time I've rode all day. So I don't want to go straight to the casino and haven't rode at all today. So I'm just wanting to get 20 or 30 shots in. Nice wrap. It felt a lot better. We got a 5-5 hard 10. Now the right dice imploded. Point will be a 10. If I was running the trigger strategy, Midnight Madness's trigger strategy, I'm going to do 100 on the 6-8. I mean the 4-6, 8, and 10. No, 120. 120 on the 6 and 8s, 100 on the 4 and 10. All right, but that does not trigger them, so they're not working on the next on this throw here. The trigger strategies cuts it on with a 5-9er yoke. Nice route. All right, right back 6-1-7. So 0.7 out. All right, so 0.7 out. Place bets were not working. Front line pass lines down. $25 ATS. We're back up. Okay, here we go. All right, we got to get this dialed in. Like I said, this is my first time shooting all day, and I wanted to get some shots in before I headed to the casino. I've got about a 2.5 hour drive to get to the casino, so. All right, here we go. Nice round. 4-4, hard 8. Now that was a lot better. That's an on-axis primary hit. So that's a come-out roll. Trigger strategy. Running the trigger strategy. Midnight Madness's trigger strategy. Place bets do not work unless we hit a 5-9er yo, or unless we get 3 even numbers in a row. That's right. 6-6. We got a boxcar. 6-6 left dice exploded. Left dice exploded to create boxcars. So that's 2 even numbers in a row. So trigger, we're still not working the place bets. That's right. All right, we got a 4-6-10. 4-6-10. If we could move that back wall, that dice would roll right to a 10. It was just barely propped up. So that's our 3rd even number in a row. So that will trigger the place bets to work for this next throw. So right here, place bets are working. 3, 2, 3, 6 on the set. Nice route. And we got a 2, 5, 7 on the come out. No, 7 out. Okay, so that 440 is down. So I'm going to up a quarter. I'm going to take a quarter from the bank. That puts me 5 more hundred in debt for the marker. I've got all my ATS 25 up. I've got my pass line up, and I've got my 440 up and off. So that was a 7 out. So this is a new come out row. So we're up and out. We're up and off on the place bets. All right, here we go. Dice are up. 1, 2, 3. All right, we got a 6-5 yo. It's a drift 6-5 yo. That's a come out. That's a drift 6-5. It's a front line winner. Marked 11 in the tracker. 3236 on the set. Place bets do not work on the come outs. Trying to establish a point. That's right. All right, we got a 4-6-10. 4-6 is an on-axis single pitch. Our new point is a 10. That is not a number that triggers the place bets to work. So place bets are not working. 3236 on the set. Here we go. And there's another 5-2-7 out. So the right dice exploded. Our place bets did not get knocked down, but that's another 7 out. Like I said, I'm just wanting to get this going. Our place bets are up. Our $25 ATS is good. Our $10 pass line is good. We are up, but we're not working. And I just wanted to get in some rows before I head out. And by the results that I'm getting right now, I might go to stay home. That's right. 1, 2, 3. All right, we've got to come out 7, 2, 5, 7. So the right dice imploded. Come out 7. So we have to up 15 to keep our ATS going. That's a $10 winner, but we have to re-up to 25 on the ATS. So yeah, so the results I'm having right now, I probably shouldn't even go. Or I probably better play a dark side. That's right. 1, 6, 7 come out. The left dice imploded this time. That's still a come out. Cost us another 15. It's a come out 7. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 3, 6 on the set. That's right. 1, 2, 3. 6-5 yo. 6-5 yo is a drift. 6-5 yo on the come out is a drift. Mark the yo on the tall. $10 front line winner. 3, 2, 3, 6 on the set. Here we go. That's right. 1, 2, 3. All right, 1, 3, 4. So we've got a point established. 1, 3, 4. Left dice imploded. 1, 3. That does not trigger the place bets to work, so we're not working. Place bets are up and off. That's right. 3, 6, 9. That's an on-axis hit. 3, 6. All right, that's a trigger because the place bet's on. 3, 2, 3, 6 on the set. Place bets are working. This throw here. That's right. Huh. This is pretty bad, guys. 617. 617. Pretty bad, pretty bad, pretty bad, pretty bad. So we knocked another 440 off. That's another 7 out. I said I wanted to get 20 or 30 rolls in. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm not even going to worry about the bidding. It doesn't even matter at this point. It's been brutal. It's been brutal from this point. I can't get it dialed in. I was in the same, not really the same yesterday. Yesterday it took me a little while to get stuff dialed in. All right, I got my $1,000 bankroll up. I'm not going to be betting. Not even going to keep up with the SORs or anything. I'm just going to just get me some practice rolls right here. 3, 2, 3, 6 on the seat. That's right. There's another come out 7. 6, 1. That's all right, but I'm not really keeping up with everything right now. That is a come out 7. That's a explosion of left dice. So I've got something going on with this grip. Or as the guys have been saying, like Mel said, put these rubbish dice in the garbage can. That's right. 5, 4, 9. So we finally have a single pitch on axis hit 5, 4, 9. So our poke would go to 9. They've been 9, so we got our 9. We're just going to mark the 9, so we'll see kind of how far we get into the all tall small. That's right. 4, 5, 9. So that would be a 4, 5, 9. Right dice imploded, but we made our point. So things may have turned around now. That's right. 5, 5, hard way 10. Right dice imploded again. Our new point's a 10. So we could have 9, 9, and then a 10. That's right. 4, 6, 10. 4, 6. So this is an on-axis hit. It's just a single pitch. I'm just going to pull that puck over. It's off. This is a come-out roll. So we hit a 9. We hit a 9, 9. Then we hit a 10, 10. So we'll be on a come-out roll again right here. Fire bet. That'd be 2 unique points. Dice are up. we got a new point of a 5, 1, 4, 5. So we mark the 5. Left dice imploded. That's right. 1, 3, 4. 1, 3, 4. Left dice imploded again. So we've hit a 4, 5, 9, and a 10. The 9 was the point we made it, the 10 was the point we made it, and now we're on the third point if we were playing a fire bet. Really all I'm doing is just getting in some practice rolls. I'm only marking the all tall small. I give up the betting because it was horrendous. That's right. 6, 6. We got a 12 box cars. Now we're probably under 30 rows, and that's our second box cars. So if we were playing that hopping box car thing that I thought about the other day, $5 for every row, or $10 on a minimum table, hopping box cars, bang for 300. You got 30 rows with $10 a piece. And if you can hit it just once within 30 rows, you're going to have your money. They're going to pay you 15 to 1, which is 15 to 10. No, it's 30 to 1, which is 30 to 10, so it's 300. That time I would have hit it for the second time, so I would be in a profit right now on that standalone bet. That'd be a standalone bet. You'd have to incorporate other bets to play along with it, most likely, or you don't have to. I'm not setting for a 12, so that would be the only thing different. That's right. 2, 6, 8. So we've hit a 2, 6, 8. That's our first primary number that no, we had 4, 4 primary earlier. Alright, so the only thing I need for a tile at this point is a yoke. And what I was just mentioning about box cars, I was talking about this the other day, maybe on the chat. If I wanted to set for the midnight, if I wanted to set for it, and if I could get 2 of them or 1 of them every 30 rows, I would be like breaking even. But if I could get lucky and get the second one or the third one within 30 rows, that's when I'd make a profit. Boys, y'all, hush that up. That's right. All right, we got a 2, 6, 8 repeater. 3, 2, 3, 6. That's a primary hit. Another 8. 3, 2, 3, 6 produced a 2, 6 primary 8. So the only thing we need is a yo to complete a tall. We need a 2, 3, and 6 to complete a small. Dice are up. 1, 2, 3. And there's a 6, 4, 10. 6, 4, the left dice exploded. But this was why I wanted to come get a few practice rolls in, because I have not shot all day. And before I head off to the live table, I wanted to get some shots in. Just kind of get into a little rhythm, maybe, hopefully. Dice are out. 1, 2, 3. There's a 1, 5, 6. 1, 5, 6 is an implosion on both. It was a 1, 5. It's not a 1, 1. It was a 1, 5. I think the camera had it. 1, 5, 6. All right, so I need a 2, 3 and a yo. A 2, 3 and a yo to complete an all. Dice are out. 1, 2, 3. There's a 4, 4. There's a hard weight 8. That's a primary hit. 4, 4, hard 8. So if we would have continued to bet, we probably would have been pretty much back to even by now, or maybe even into a profit. just give up that bedding part because I really was just trying to get in some practice rows, and the bedding was going south fast. That's right. We got a 5-1-6. So this is an on-axis primary hit here, 5-1. The 6 before that was a 1-5, and that was not, but that was a primary hit right there. So maybe we have finally found our little rhythm, hopefully. That we found a little rhythm here, and it'll translate over into the real table. That's right. 3-5-8. So this time the right dice imploded. 3-5-8. 3-2-3-6. Dice are out. 1, 2, 3. 3-1-4. 3-1-4 is an on-axis single pitch. All we're needing a 2 and a 3 on the low end, and we need a yo on the tall end. That's right. 1, 2, 3. And there's a 1-4-5. So left dice imploded, 1-4-5. That's our point made. So we finally made our point. All right, our point's made. We'll be on a new come out here. This shooter's finally got on. We finally found a spot right here. This shooter's been on a long run right here. Long run. I know at least 14, 15, 16 hits. I'd have to rewind the video because I'm not tracking it. 1, 2, 3. We got a 4-2-6. So our new point's a 6. Right dice exploded, 4-2. So we've hit three unique points, and this is our 4th. So if we're playing a fire bet, if we make this 6, what's a 4 bet pay? It pays 25 to 1. All right. So we've hit a 9, we hit a 10, and then we hit a 5. Now we're on our 4th different point, which is a 6. So here we go. And we only need a yo to complete a tall. We need a 2 and a 3 to complete a small. That's right. 1, 2, 3. And there's a 1-3-4. 1-3-4. Left dice imploded. 3-2-3-6. Dice it. Dice are out. 2-2 hard way forward. Right dice exploded this time. 3-2-3-6. Dice are out. 5-5 hard 10. 5-5 is a hard way 10. So the right dice imploded this time. So we would be doing a. This shooter's doing pretty good. I quit tracking. I'll have to rewind this video and really go back and put my tracks in. Go back and put my numbers in because this shooter has went. This shooter's way up above average. He's probably pulled the SOR way back up by now. That's right. 1, 2, 3. And we hit a 4-5-9. So the right dice imploded, 4-5-9. We're looking for a yo to complete a tall. We're looking for a 2 and 3 to complete a small. We're looking for a 6 point to be made to complete a 4 number lay bet. I mean a 4 number fire bet. Dice right. 1, 2, There's a 5-5 hard 10. Right dice imploded. 3-2, 3-6 on the set. That's right. 5-1-6. 5-1-6 is an on-axis primary hit. That would be a 4-number fire bet. That is a 4-number fire bet. We're still looking for a yo to complete a small, and we're looking for we're looking for a yo, a 2, and a 3. We're looking for a yo, a 2, and a 3. We just hit a 4-point fire bet, and now we're on a new point to come out with. We have not had a point of a 4 or a 9. Hold up. We've had the 9, the 10, the 5, the 6. We hadn't had the 4 or the 8 yet. But we've hit the 4-point fire bet. We need a yo to complete a tall. We need a 2 and a 3 for a small. Dice roll. There's a 5-1-6. So this is just right back on the 6, but that is a primary hit. 5-1. So this cannot help our fire bet. We'll have to wait to try to hit this 6 again and then get a new number. Hey, what's up, Ace? I'm using the 3-2-3-6. So this is where I'm at. I've hit a 4-point fire bet already. I hit a 9, and then I hit a 10, then I hit a 5, and then I hit a 6, and my new point to come out again was another 6. So this can't help the fire bet, but I've already hit the 4-point fire bet. I need a yo to complete a tall. I need a 2 and a 3 to complete a small. Now, I've been shooting for those 3 numbers for a minute. I have not changed my dice set. I'm considering it, but I haven't changed it yet. Dice. 1, 2, 3. 4-4 hard 8. That's a primary hit. 4-4 hard 8. Primary hit with that dice set. So yep, I'm hitting numbers. I quit tracking them. I'm gonna have to go back and re-watch this video and track them because it started off really bad. I had started out with some come out 7s and I had some 7 outs early, so I just quit betting. I quit tracking. I just wanted to practice throwing, but I was keeping up with the all tall small, and I don't even know how I realized that I've hit the 4 points, but I just kind of, when I hit the 9, then I hit the 10, and then the 5 come, I just realized that would have been 4 different. Then the 6 came. I just realized that's a 4-point fire bet's been made. Dice are out. 3, 5, 8. So the right dice imploded to create a 5. 3, 5, 8. So still needing that yo. I'm needing that yo, and the way to get that yo. Okay, so what'd you say? What do you think the problem? I just couldn't find the right pickup spot. I couldn't get the right pickup spot. You know, I was shifting them around, picking them up from here. I'd pick them up from here. I'd try to pick them up from out there. I'd try to pick them up close to the wall. You know, just trying to find the right pickup spot, and I couldn't get the dice really to behave right. And so here's what the real issue is. I was getting ready to take a drive down to my nearest casino, to the casinos around Memphis, and I wanted to get a few practice rolls in before I left because it's going to take me about 2.5 hours to drive there, and I have not shot none all day, so I wanted to come out and get a little bit of rolls in. So I was just going to shoot 20 or 30 times, but now this shooter's probably done shot 20 or 22 rolls himself without a 7, and I'm just going to finish this shooter out because I'm hoping he can get that yoke and complete that tolerance. But that's kind of what it was. I was just wanting to get a little practice in before I headed out to the casino. That's right. 415. So this is an on-axis single pitch, 415. Yeah, man, I wish I was tracking these numbers because I've had quite a few rows for this shooter here. Like I said, I'm going to rewind the video, not tonight, but I'm going to rewind it probably in the morning while they're setting up for LFC, and I'm going to rewatch it. I'm going to watch it and take my row and track my rows. This shooter's been pretty hot. 415, repeater, 415. That's an on-axis single pitch again, 415. Yeah, this shooter right here I know is done hit over 20, probably up into the 25, if not approaching 30. Not real sure, but I know it's way up. Dice her out. 268. 268 is an on-axis primary hit. All right, what you saying there? 6242 was working, then .79 started showing up. Yep. Well, the real practice for all of us really do, as you say, comes at the table, because I'm starting to question my underlayment on my table. Because, well, I say that, but I did find a casino up around my closest that has a pretty much the same feel as mine. Now I found several other ones that have a real bouncy table. So I'm really considering going ahead and changing my underlayment to give me a bouncy table. And then that way, I think not Dice Prime, but Dice Grinder said this. He's got a bouncy table, and that's what he practiced on. I'm not sure if it was Dice Grinders or if it's Teen. I thought it was Arnell though. He practiced on a bouncy table. That way, he said, you know, if he can get good on the bouncy table whenever he goes to the casino, if they have a more of a harder table, he's going to do really well. And it makes a lot of sense. You know, it makes a lot of sense to practice on the table that's going to give you the most difficulty. Yeah, I've got to rewind this video and watch these and track this shooter, because this shooter right here has had some shots. That's right. All right, there's a 369. 369 is an on-axis single pitch hit. All right, so it doesn't seem that a 2 or a 3 or a yo is coming, because I'm not having any double pitches. I'm not having any double pitches. So I'm going to go ahead and go with this 5-2, this 6-4, 5-6 set. I kind of don't like this set because, man, a single pitch can get me a 6-1 real quick. And then implosion on left dice can get me a 7 real quick. So instead of going 6-4, 5-6, I'm going to go 6-4, 6-5. That way it takes a double pitch to get that 7. You know, as far as getting, I could still have a implosion on left to get that, but I'm not having a lot of double pitches, but I'm having a lot of single pitches. So I'm kind of afraid a little bit if I go to 6-4, 5-6, I'm afraid of that single pitch right there. So I'm going to use the cross sixes just to see if I can 6, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, because look here, 6, 4. I'm going to show you the dice. 6, 4, 5, 6. Look what all this lines up for. A primary hit would be a yo. A single pitch could be a 12, and then another primary, or you could hit a 12 there, or if you do a double pitch, which is here and here. No, a double pitch. So no, it'd be a single pitch actually. That one roll twice and that one roll once, you can get aces. So this dice set, the 6, 4, 5, 6, can produce all those numbers like on single pitch or primary hits, the 2, 3, and the 12. But like I said, I'm afraid I'm getting a lot of single pitches, and I'm afraid of that single pitch right there, that 6-1. So I'm just going to use the 6-4, 6-5 set, which is the cross sixes. What do I mean by pitch? So when the dice are on rotation, if they are staying in the same sync, let's look at a hardware set. This will make you see it better. Let's look at a 6-3, 6-3. All right, when you throw the dice, if you throw them together and they hit, when they bounce, if they stay on rotation, they're going to stay in the same rotation. See how that's going to threes? The next rotation is aces. The next rotation is fours. And the next rotation is sixes. See, that's on axis. That's on axis primary hits. All right, if one rolls one rotation ahead of the other, that's a single pitch. If it rolls, start back over, 6-3, 6-3. If one rolls 2 spots ahead of the other, that's a double pitch. Because that one rode 2 more times. Here it rode 1 time, here it rode 2. Now, technically, you could have a triple pitch, would be a 6-4, but actually a 6-4 is what you refer to as a single pitch because it's that way. So it's only single pitch and double pitch. And then implosion and explosion. So on an implosion, if the dice turns toward the inside, like this left dice you're looking at, if it turns toward the inside, rolls over that way, that's an implosion. On the right dice, if it turns toward the inside, it implodes. All right, let's go back to the starting point. If the dice roll toward the outside, they explode. So if this left dice rolls out there and the right one rolls out there, that's an explosion of both. But you can have an explosion of one. So a lot of times when I say explosion of left dice, I'm talking about just that left dice, it twisted to that number. So that's kind of what it is. But yeah, so I'm going to try the 6-4, 6-5 cross sixes to try to nail that yo. I've been going at it for a while. So hopefully, and see this cross sixes, it also produces aces on the bottom. So a primary hit on aces, a primary hit there, or a single pitch like this. Both of them turn twice, and then that one turns once more. That's a single pitch. We could get to 3. So we can get sixes, we can get aces, and we can get to 3 on this dice set here. So I'm going to see if I can hit that yo with this set. This shooter has been done well. So if he had got along this far in the betting, I would I'd cut all place bets off, and I would only be shooting to try to finish out the tall, just needing a yo. I would actually do this in this casino. I would swap my set, take all my bets down and only needing to hit the 2, 3, and 11. I would go to a different set, and I would not use any place bets. I would just try to finish the tall, and hopefully by finishing the tall, I can pick up that other 2, the 2 and the 3, and finish the small also. Nice route. 1, 2, 3. And we had a 5-3-8. 5-3-8. So our die set was 6-4, 6-5. So our left dice, it was started out on 6-4 and 6-5. So the right dice ended on a 5, so it stayed on axis. It was no. Both dice actually. This was what you refer to as a drift because the left dice exploded, the right dice imploded. 5-3-8 was the result. Both of them flipped over to their sides. All right, so here we go. We're gonna try that same dice set again. Hopefully we can keep it on axis this time. That time both dice went off axis. Dice route. 1, 2, 3. And we hit 4-4 hard weight 8. Hard 8. So we're still hitting numbers. 6-4, 6-5. So that time the right dice exploded, but the left dice stayed on axis. So we have to keep both dice on axis for this to work, and just need either a primary hit or a single pitch. Dice roll. 1, 2, 3. We got ace 3, 4. So dice stayed on axis this time. It's just we got a double pitch. Hold up, what was my set? 6, 5. No, actually my right dice imploded to create that 3. So again, like I said, in order for this to work, we have to keep both dice on axis. 6, 4, 6, 5. Yep, we need an acey deucey. That was an ace 3, I think, or 3 ace. That was ace 3. We need acey deucey. The one before that, it wasn't aces. It wasn't ace deuce, was it? No, it wasn't ace deuce. It was 3, 5. It was 5, 3, 8. 5, 3, 8, and then that last hit was 1, 3, 4. That's right. So this time we got a 3, 1, 4. So our set 6, 5, 6, 4, 6, 4, 6, 5. So this is an on axis hit. It's just 6, 4. It pitched there, and 6, 5. It went there. So it's just a single pitch. It's a single pitch. It didn't give us the correct single pitch. So we're getting them on axis now, hopefully. And that's the thing about this set. We need to keep it on axis to produce those numbers. The 11, the 2, and the 3. That's right. Actually, in order to get the 3, we need a single pitch. We got a 4, 4, hard way 8. So the right dice exploded to create the 4. Left dice stayed on axis. 6, 4, 6, 5. We're gonna keep shooting at this set. We're gonna try to hit this, pick up this yo. That's right. 1, 2, 3. We didn't get it. We got a 5, 2, 7. Let's see what the dice did. So I know the left dice, it was supposed to be a 6, 4, and we had a 5, 2. So 6, 4, 6, 5. So the right dice stayed on axis. It rolled over to a 2, but the left dice exploded. That's how we ended with a 5, 2, 7. So we didn't get the 11. Yep, I was doing. Yeah, if I'd had bets up, you're right. You're right. But I was just trying something. I'm trying something because I'm getting down a lot of times only needing aces or 11. Well, only needing the extreme numbers, the 2, 3, 11, and 12. Earlier in this round, I had hit the 12, but generally, a lot of times, I get down to only needing a 2, 3, 11, or 12. So I'm, just changing some stuff up and trying to finish them off, but it didn't work out for me. But I'm going to rewind the video and look at it and then write all those out, track that throw there, or that whole set right there. And I can put some bets behind it and say, my normal betting strategy, I would have made X amount of money. But I want to get those bets rolled in because that was a long roll right there. That roller right there had to be 25 to 30 rolls. But I'm about to head out now. I got in that practice. I was wanting to get in that practice because that's the first time I shot all day. So I know I've shot about 40 rolls now, something like that. I feel a little better now with, instead of walking in and have not shot at all day. This is my normal 3-2-3 set, 3-2-3-6 set, dice round. And we hit a 5-4-9. So 5-4-9 is an on axis single pitch. So see, we've got the on axis pretty much dialed in, and that's what I was doing earlier. That's when I first started, was just trying to get everything on axis and trying to get just a little bit of practice in before I went to the casino. I got about a 2.5 hour drive. If things go well, I'm going to pull a move like y'all guys do. I'm going to try to get in, get up, and get out. That's going to be my, instead of hanging around. If I can get in there and get up quick, I'm going to be on the road again. Now I know it's a 2.5 hour drive, so I try to avoid that getting in and get up and get out too quick. because it's a 2.5 hour drive. But if I can get up, I'm just going to go ahead and call it a night and come on back. But on that note, I'm going to hop out of here, and I will be, yep, Tunica. Yeah, I've been debating Tunica or Philadelphia. Philadelphia I went to last weekend, and there's only one casino in Philadelphia. It's to go to Moon. So I'm just going to go ahead and go to Tunica, because Tunica is going to be, so many different options. Wager said something about the Fitz, so I'm going to try the Fitzgerald out. He did say the Fitz had plexiglass, so I'm going to go in and take a look. And if the plexiglass is going to interfere with me shooting, I probably won't even try it. But he did mention the tables are rock hard in the Fitz, so I'm going to give that one a try maybe. And I don't, I'm going to give that one a try maybe if the plexiglass does not bother me. But if it bothers me there, I know Sam's Town will be open till 1 a.m. They'll keep that table open till 1. And it has a good hard table like this. The only thing that I wasn't so crazy about Sam's Town, they closed the table at 1 o'clock. But it had a good hard surface. But if you can tell at my back wall, I've got to do some work on my table, because my hooks, my walls are probably too wide. Or it probably is not the wideness that bothers it, but my hooks, I have them almost like squares instead of a good curve. And I know at Sam's Town, the whole back wall is almost circular. There's hardly any, just a straight line. Most of the whole back wall is circular. So I'm going to have to do a little bit of tweaking on my table. But when I built this table, I just built something to get started getting practice on. And now that I've got something to practice on, I can make modifications. Well, you talking about, well, that's where two pieces meet. They're just not stuck together. At the bottom, they're up against the wall. It's just the top. I don't have any kind of, I don't have any Velcro or any thumbtacks or anything sticking them in. So they're not really bulging. I just need to trim this one off a little bit, because if I make it to where it fits at the top, it creates a little separation at the bottom. But they're really, the bottom is where the dice, they do pretty good, but I really do need to put some thumbtacks across. But I wasn't finished with the table. I've actually was going to put some chip rails and armrests and all that kind of stuff on it. Yep, the pyramid, yeah. It's just where I've got two pieces, two 4-foots to come together at. So right where they meet together, right there in the center, they kind of look a little bulgy, because the one of them on the top right there, like I just pointed out, it's just a little bit, it needs a little trim right here down this edge, because at the bottom, if you seal it up good at the bottom, this top edge needs to be trimmed out just a little bit at the top. Just need to shave some of that off. But that's what the bulge is you're seeing. So I can slide that over and create that space and get it better at the bottom. That does, gets it better at the bottom right there. But it's got that little bit of bulge at the top, because like I said, I don't have the thumbtacks in it for one thing, but I need to trim that little piece of diamondback off. The wall above the tabletop is 11 inches. I think that's 11. Yep, 11 and a quarter, because that's what the rubber backs were. So I just went with the rubber backs. So I know, like at the casinos, yeah, just a box cutter. Box cutter do that, and I've got one probably right here. Yep, right here. So I could trim it right off. Well, I probably need to replace that blade, but so yeah, I could trim that right off. It hadn't been really something that's bothered me, so I had never worried about it. But on that note, Ace, I appreciate you hanging out with me. I appreciate anybody and everybody out there. Tomorrow, don't forget, we got LFC Live coming from Rick Let It Rose channel. It'll start at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So anybody and everybody that's, 11 and a quarter is what, 11 and a quarter. Yep, 11 inches, 11 and a quarter. Because, but you do notice, like, so I think Sleepy or somebody brought this up one day. I haven't never noticed it. But if you look at my rubber backs, there's 7 rows of pyramids. There's 7 rows up. Somebody mentioned this the other day in the chat. They said the casinos are only 5 rows. But I don't know. I haven't counted them in the casinos, but I can tell you this. This smooth part in the casinos, you don't have near as much as that. That's about 3 or 4 inches. I know there's not near as much as that. That is actually 4.5 inches from the smooth part. And I've noticed the casinos, that lip comes way down here. You don't have all the space. Now, I think somebody mentioned them 5 rows of Diamondbacks, but I think they were bigger. But I think somebody said they tried to get some from Midwest or from a casino for you or somewhere, and they wouldn't sell them to the public. They said they only sell them to the casino. But I can't remember exactly that conversation. I do remember that getting brought up earlier in the week or even last week about these Diamondbacks. See, I've got 7 rows on mine. That's the standard Amazons. But I think they mentioned you can get you can't buy them, but they try to. The casinos have only 5 rows, but they're a little bit bigger. And this right here is not as tall neither. So right now this is 4.5, and I think the casinos are probably only 3 or 3.5. Yeah, I think the pyramids might be bigger. I'm not real sure, but I do remember in the conversation earlier in the week somebody was talking about that. So that's a couple of different things, but that's not a major issue if you're not on a bouncy table, because your landing zone is going to be hitting. I really prefer, when I can get dialed in, tuned in just right, I really prefer to go deep into the landing zone. I want my dice to land real deep in the landing zone down in here. That way when they hit, they can't bounce high. They don't have far to go when they hit. But if you start right here in the landing zone way up here, they have a long ways that they can jump, or they can bounce a couple times before they hit the wall. So preferably when I can get dialed in like I want my dice landing deep in the landing zone, and then having a short bounce. That way they can't get way up high. They land here, a short bounce, and back down. It's the way I really, when I can get them to do something like that, that's when I really got them tuned in. When I can throw them to a short landing zone, they hit the back wall, and they die instantly. That's really how I'm trying to make them do it. See, that was a short, see that, landing zone started way out here, so it bounced high and then died. But, and on a bouncy table, when that happens, when the landing zone's deep out here, on a bouncy table, them dice bounce way up high, and then they go, it's a lot of force put into them too. So if I can get that deep landing zone and make them just barely hit the wall and die, that's what I'm aiming at. That's what I try to do. But on that note, yep, one bounce, one hit, down dead. Yep, that's what I've been trying to do with them. And it just takes a lot of practice. And then, of course, like you mentioned earlier, a lot of times the only place you can get the practice is at the real table, because everything bounces different. Something similar to that, the right dice did hit and then rolled over here a little bit, so it probably caught a corner or something when it landed. It didn't land flat, but the left dice, the right dice did exactly what it's supposed to. It hit and one barely hit, bounced and dead. But yeah, so dice are out. I don't know. Them didn't do really quite right. They died right after they hit, but they rolled a little bit. I know. Sometimes on them bouncy tables, look, I tell you what I noticed. They don't care where them dice land. They don't care if them dice land over here in the dealer's chips. They don't care if they land over there in the pile of chips. They don't care if they hit the all tall small. They don't care if they come out. Them folks don't care where them dice go. They gonna call, just about call it every time. It don't matter what the outcome is. Now, when I was down there last week, this woman that was standing right beside me, she was in the hook, and she was trying to throw. She was throwing them. I was leaning back. I was in SL1. I was leaning back to keep from getting hit because she was hitting the dealer with them. She was throwing them and hitting the stick man with them, and she's throwing them from right here at the hook on this end. She was hitting the dang the dealer with the dice. I don't know what she was doing. She was hitting it all up in the money. She was hitting the dealer. She was, I don't know. But anyway, Ace, I appreciate you hanging out, and anybody and everybody else that's out there. Which I know there are some funny dudes. I found they took them good. Yeah, true. A lot of times you can get the dealers on your side by the tips. I did have a pit boss that walked over to me last week and told me I had to speed my throw up. It kind of got me, I guess it got, at that moment in time, I was like, man, you ain't got no reason to be fearing me. It's not like I'm racking money in or nothing. But they would pass me the dice. So here they go. They pass me the dice. They say, dice are out. They pass them to me. I grab them, I set them, move them down, pick them up, throw it. He says, too much time, you're taking too much time. You're going to have to speed up. 8 seconds. So anyway, I probably should have slowed down. So I think somebody said you should have slowed down more. But I didn't think I was taking too long, but apparently he thought I was. Or apparently somebody even said you kind of they got a little nervous of you, but I wasn't winning any money off of them, so it wasn't like I was. They should have been nervous, but anyway. Yep, there was the yo that I shot for all them times and got the dang yo then. Yep. All right, Ace. I'm gonna holler at you. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna head west and go over to Tunica and see if I can find a decent table that's doing pretty good tonight. So I'll be talking with you. I'll be on the chat. So I'll see y'all later. I'll talk with you later. I'll be on the chat on my drive. But on that note, dice are out. Chili from O-Town. Dice are out.